Hey Rockhounds, Dirtman here with another special report. If you're like me, you spend the year outside rock hounding, and just as you're about to find that big find, this happens. So, now what are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna do something I don't like to do, and ditch the shovel and go inside. But inside's boring, so I'm gonna go to Rockhounders Heaven, created by Ed and Mary Ann Charles. With a quick look around, you may be thinking, Dirtman's just gone to a museum. But that would be Rockhounders inside hell. Can you do this in a museum? Nope. Museums are for people who just like glass barriers. I certainly don't, and neither does Ed and Mary Ann Charles. Museums also have museum quality specimens. The stuff the Charleses throw out ends up in museums. Everything here in heaven has national treasure status. Just look at the little rock shop out front. Ed, Mary Ann, thanks for having me. First off, there is so much in this room. I don't know where to start.
Every rock has a story, and there's maybe 10,000 stories. My story started with my father, basically, when we collected airheads when I was maybe 6, 8, 10 years old along the Susquehanna River. So that was kind of probably the beginning. Saw this article in National Geographic with a father and a son had a beautiful collection. You say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, that photograph led to, I've been collecting now basically 70 years.
Wow.
So,
and it shows. This is absolutely amazing.
In 1964, I met Ed. Traditionally, one of the gifts I would give him every year was 100 plastic boxes.
And these little boxes has turned into an entire wall of boxes. But there's just so much more to Rockhounders Heaven that it's like an overload of the geological senses. And I love it.
Just look at these dinosaur eggs. These are real. These aren't poured concrete fabrications. These are real dinosaur eggs.
And, as a world-famous geologist once told me, eggs have been the link proving dinosaurs are related to birds. Ed? So how did you come across these dinosaur eggs?
Well, the very first dinosaur egg that we got, Ed and I were up and toured the Harvard Museum, and then we went to the Springfield show, and I saw what I thought was the perfect dinosaur egg. I'd never seen one before. I was so excited. But before we made any purchases, we had to hurry up to hear this Harvard professor speak. He was very long-winded, and he was very boring, and I sat there the whole time being worried that my perfect dinosaur egg would be sold.
Oh.
So that was how we started in dinosaur eggs. I think it's more my thing than Ed's, but he's willing to go along with it. So,
yeah.
you know.
So y'all ever considered charging admission? I mean, this place is amazing. I think you get rich real quick.
No?
Yeah, I wish. No.
Oh, I hear you have to dust all these rocks. What do you think about that? However, Rockhounders Heaven could never be limited to just tertiary wonders. Oh no. It encompasses the awe-inspiring gifts that fall from the heavens as well.
When I was in high school, a lot of my friends were taking up smoking and getting cigarettes. And this pack of cigarettes at that time cost 25 cents. And I didn't smoke, so I put a quarter in a jar until I had enough quarters to buy a meteorite. The meteorite was a display at the Chicago World's Fair. Cost $24 back then. Today it's worth about $1,500. So I tell my students when I take it in and pass it around that they held an object that came from between Mars and Jupiter in the asteroid belt, and that I had rocks in my head but no smoke in my lungs. So it kept me from smoking, and it started me in collecting meteorites.
So Mary Ann, what's your personal favorite in this awesome collection here?
The Celestine crystals. was first located, found ever in anywhere. It was in Pennsylvania. And back in about 2002, 2003, when I was teaching Pennsylvania history and science, it was brought to our attention that Pennsylvania does not have a state mineral. So my children, who were in 4th grade at that time, decided, with my help, to start a little campaign to make Celestine their state mineral. The children wrote letters to the state senators, state representatives. We did press conferences. It was quite an involved project. The bill passed the House of Representatives unanimously. When the bill was sent to the state Senate, one man stopped it. He refused to speak to the kids, and he let the bill die.
That's a shame. And you'd think we would. I mean, with the mining history and the amount of minerals and gems that come out of this state, you'd think we would have something.
Yes, you would. Yes.
So, Ed, what would be your personal favorite out of this massive collection?
As I say, there's 10,000 of them.
It's all of it.
I have a piece of probably the dullest looking stone you can get, but it's from the Allende meteor shower. It fell in Mexico. That specimen is older than our solar system at 4.6 something billion years old. So that one little stone was before any of these stones existed. A lot of history behind this.
Yeah, that's seen more stories than any of these rocks I've seen.
Yeah.
So, are there any rocks you don't have?
No,
No.
no way.
Did we miss anything? Absolutely. But is any one person ever supposed to know the true bounds of heaven? I don't think so. So, I'd just like to thank Ed and Mary Ann for letting me spend a little time in their nirvana. Thanks, Mary Ann, Ed.
Thank you for coming. Enjoyed having you.
I'm Dirtman, and that's my special report, bringing the geology to you. From here at Rockhounders Heaven, back to you, Jerry.